Welcome back, and we're about to head into our next match, and that's going to be Dart and Karambo, which also known as the Rambo, versus CD and Artie. Although I don't have CD and Artie's exact team name here, but we'll talk about the picks and bans as we look that up for you guys. Peanut, how are you feeling about this match?
Well, these picks and bans are definitely, well, I'd say they make sense, although seeing Artie not going with the Violet is definitely going to be sad. It seems like Violet was banned outright by, I didn't catch which team that was. But Violet was banned outright, so they had to pick between the last four. And seeing Artie on the Jackie will be interesting to see him with that fast speeds when he desyncs. I haven't been able to figure out exactly how those strats work, but paired with him, you see CD on tour. Which will definitely help him with some if he wants to get aggressive. He keeps moving with Tor, he'll stay aggressive. On the other side, you got Dart on Justin and Karambo on Levka, which that combo, honestly, I see that working very well. If Karambo can give the info to Dart, then the pre-fires should all work out. I see that synergy working very well.
By the way, the name for Team Artie and CD Hollow is TNT Cardi, and I'm pretty sure it's because both players absolutely love to use the GL, so we can probably expect to see a lot of explosions coming in this map.
I'm excited to see that. Lots of grenade shots on a 2v2 map is always a beautiful thing to see. You know why? Because it cleans up clones quickly and it makes the center of the point easier to view at the end of the
Oh, I
match.
don't know how I feel about that though. There's gonna be so many explosions. I feel like this game might have a lot of overtimes. Boom doom. Yeah, you can see exactly there. And interesting enough to see is the Levka getting picked up by, I believe it was Karambo. Yeah, Karambo there. And that means that Artie might not be able to run as many invisibility strats this time around.
Yeah, it will be interesting. I didn't think about that either. Already on the invisibility strats will definitely be interesting to see how he plays against players who can see him. You know, he doesn't have the Bajan on his side, on the opposite side, which is very helpful. But it will be interesting to see how he plays against this Levka.
Now, I have a feeling that the Levka pick, although they're very limited by the options they do have, it's I feel like it won't be enough because I mean if you think about it, it's only gonna be Karambo who has to deal with two invisibility strap players now because we saw that CD and Artie they both exploded each other near the end of the loop. And Karambo can only focus on one or the other at a time.
Yeah, you know that will be interesting to see, and to see how the comms come in. Excuse me. To see how the comms come in between Karambo and Dart. If Dart is able to actually, yeah, I mean, you know, we know that might be a struggle for him as well. But if they are able to communicate and get that information to Dart, then those pre-fires,
Exactly.
we
Yeah, Karambo says they have no dart or they have no comms because Dart's headset broke, so now he can't talk to anyone.
So based on that information, we might see some interesting stuff. But we do see Karambo hanging back. Or no, sorry, that is Dart Killer hanging back here, going for the super jump at the end. But they've got tons of clones on point. But the 1 and 2 from Quantum and CD come in right at the end there to make this a tie game going into overtime. Home. Way to start it off.
My goodness. So much hectic explosions, shots coming in back and forth. This center point just looks ridiculous with the amount of explosions that comes in. I don't even know how it's going to play out.
Seriously, I mean, you see now that CD's already lobbing nades out there, trying to clean that point up in later rounds. Wow. Oh my goodness, picking these characters out already does get picked off very close to point, and I don't think CD was able to make it. That should be difficult going into the second clone.
Now we see the clone ones on top of the point for Dart and Artie. I don't think. Oh, I'm surprised Artie was able to survive through that.
That was impressive. He jumped away just at the last second there, and he's hanging out under that barrier right now.
Now the explosions are doing a fantastic job at just zoning Durambo out from where they need to go at the right time. And then Team TNT, what is it? TNT Cardi.
TNT
Oh my
Cardi?
goodness.
Yeah.
That's got to be the best name here.
It's probably one of the better names I've seen. I mean, seeing now we got Looks like that is Karambo on point there, but does he get knocked down there? No, he is able to survive, and he pulls out. He gets his own health pack, and the two are now going to push up together on opposite sides. It looks like CD is extremely low down there. He gets taken down by his own team's grenade launcher. Artie is down on the point, and he's trying to shoot up, but he's not able to do it. Well played by Durambo.
And that was super close. You can see how that the players, the way that the Rambo avoided the explosions, they were able to pinpoint and take down one of the opponents very, very quickly. I believe it was CD that got taken down earlier on. And that's because CD played a lot of a very aggressive match this round, or this last loop. And what that ended up happening is the Rambo just punished him for playing too aggressive by himself at that. And then Artie was left by himself to deal with whatever mess was going on with explosions.
You're very right. Sometimes, I mean, sometimes that aggression can work against the grenade strat, because, I mean, grenades have a hard time. Oh, that looks like we got a suicide strat coming in from, I think that's CD, actually.
Yeah. Artie got
But it's
taken
interesting. I
out.
mean, a lot of times you'll see people running towards the grenade launchers, trying to get up in their face, trying to get them to mess up and shoot a weird shot. Because I feel like, I mean, the grenade launcher is a long distance weapon. But you know, if they're zoning you out correctly, there's not a whole lot you're going to be able to do.
Now, Karambo
Oh.
has dealt with a lot of this plays coming in from Artie and CD with the invisibility strats here, but Karambo's able to properly play against it and take out those barrels to stop those invisibility strats. And that last shot at the end on Dart, it looks like it's BM, but it's actually very well calculated in case they want to play overtime.
You are right, because if Dart will come back with full health on overtime there. But now we see the two players. Oh, they rushed each other in the middle, and looks like the blue gets taken down first. We've got I gotta nail these player names down. We got Quantum Artifact pushing up with very low health. He's trying to clean up the point. He does clean up the point, and it is extremely clear going into overtime. Looks like that play from Karambo killing Dart on the 2 was actually very well thought out.
I mean, you did say he wanted to clear point. Now it's 100% clear.
It really is. You see those ghosts all around the point, but they won't come to play, and I'm sure they'll back off immediately once they come back to life.
Now, what's going to be scary, and another invisibility strat, I'm not quite sure exactly where he played that invisibility strat. We'll have to see during the rewind, but I feel like this game is going to be decided exactly loop number 3 at the beginning when we see, I think it was CD and Karambo just staring each other in the face.
I think you're right here. Oh, those are all. Oh, wow. I did not realize all the clones on near the point are actually 3s. So that would be very interesting for Karambo and Dark Killer, actually, to see them having to deal with what to do when you have both clones hanging out on the point there. That'll be odd. For this final 2s here, it looks like Dark Rambo have set themselves up quite nicely for this 3. They are going to have to figure out exactly how to stay away at the early part of this round. You'll see them both up on the ramps on the left side. They're both trying. They go for the. It looks like CD's 3 quickly take him out a little. They do get to take him out, but they are both down at low health. Now they have to figure out where is Artie's 3. He's hopping around the top right side. He almost takes down one. Oh, but he gets taken out himself, and that should go to the blue team. It does. Oh no, I'm so sorry.
One. Where did that one come from?
Artie's 1 came out of nowhere.
He's in the middle. It's kind of like it's literally imposters. Artie's just playing Among Us here.
That did feel like a little Among Us. It felt like Jackie hiding out among her friends, but she was able to stay alive. Well played by Artie.
It's like some kind of rap song. I walk in the shadow of the valley. I forgot how that song goes.
Yeah, I'm blanking on it too.
I know it's a very popular rap song, but that's basically Artie right now. My goodness. And I think that one gets away too, but not for that long. He gets taken down at some point, and I don't think it should affect how they play this round, but blue side is definitely going to have a point control advantage. However, with all the explosions coming out from team TNT Cardi, then that could come to bite them back. We'll have to see how
All
they
those
land those shots.
explosions. You're right, but it looks like the Rambo is having the aim duel on their side right now. They've been able to land a couple of very nice headshots through these rounds. Now, Duck Rambo has 5 clones on point. That is not
Mm.
something you will see every day. Looks like we've got Karambo a very low health while Dart is pretty high. On the other side, you got the Artie and CD both hanging on the right side. One playing a little bit farther back. Artie, your CD takes out
Ooh.
somebody, gets on to point, and we are going to the. Oh my goodness, I didn't even know what was happening there. Artie and CD take the point.
My goodness. Oh, Dark can't hear the GL. He doesn't know when it gets popped out. He doesn't know when it explodes. Definitely a huge disadvantage, but they're still making it work quite well. I mean, when they make their push, they jump around. At least that visual aspect helps, but right in front, as he gets on top of the point, he just gets blown up by Artie. And those two are, I would say, the masters when it comes to using GL.
I think you're right. We see players pulling out the GL to try and do that zoning, and when you've got your shots, when you know how to cook the grenades, when you know how to bounce them around all the diagonal walls on these maps that the devs have set out for us, you're gonna be able to get those kills.
Unless you're Artie's clone one who somehow keeps managing to get his way onto point.
That was some stellar avoid strats there. Watching him dance through, and he did play past that 50% line, so we'll see how that turns out for him later.
Now, what these players also have to watch out for is Dart is very well known to snipe from across the map or just fire some pre-fire shots at very precise spots. Uh, Specifically when players are trying to run towards that center health pack. A lot of times he'll pre-fire and just take out your clone 3 or clone 2 at an earlier loop and just play off that.
You're right, and seeing, I think we saw Artie do another Sui strat late into that second clone. I'm unsure how that's going to work out, but I'm excited to see. Now, both of TNT are running up looks like their right side. They both get knocked down to about half health, and Tor gets CD even lower. On the other side here, we've got the threes. They're both playing safe on the blue side. They're now starting to crash to point, and it is getting chaotic. Blue looks like there's going to beat them out, and they are. Well played by Rambo.
Now, that was just very big coordination coming out from Durambo. Karambo was able to get to that center health pack very quickly, which is not surprising. Karambo is one of the fastest, if not the fastest, Quantum League player in the game. And that allowed him to put a lot of pressure over in center point. He's able to bring down pretty low on some of the members from TNT Cardi. And then as he got him low himself or taken out, he just picked up the health pack and then went for the smaller clones that are roaming on the side.
Exactly right there. And look at that. We've got Karambo and Dart Killer playing a very similar health pack steal to what we saw Darth and Jay doing. Pretty synchronized, maybe a little bit slower on one side, but they're both taking out their clones. That's an execution if I've ever seen one.
Now, what we've been seeing in these past few loops is Rambo is fantastic when it comes to just clearing a point in an all-out battle, just 101 or 2v2 in terms of aim. But that's not been the case in loop 2 and loop number 3. It's been very difficult, especially with the explosion coming in from the invisibility strats. You can see CD was trying to run one, but now that the yellow barricade got knocked down, he can't quite run it anymore.
Yeah, it does look like he took himself down a little bit too much for that to work out, and it did end up hurting him in the long run. And Durambo will have a very set up point here, although if a one well-placed grenade could do damage to all 4 of those clones, it makes me very, very nervous. Now watching these threes again, it looks like Dart is going to play a bit safe, trying to get a snipe through the middle, while on the other side, the Reds, it looks like they're playing relatively center stage here. Jackie's going for the health pack. There is not one there, so she has to run around. Looks like the red threes are jumping to point here, trying to clean it up, and we've got a massive overtime on our hands.
My goodness, the amount of threes that were still alive. I think there was 3 out of 4. Only one member. I want to guess it was Karambo's 3. I think that got taken down, so he should be able to reset. But I want to say it's gonna be more in favor for Durambo still, just because just as I mentioned, Karambo does get desynced if that was the case, and that's gonna give him that full health advantage. However, if Dart gets taken down on point right away. I think he's got maybe about a quarter, maybe 3/4 health. That could swing right back into TNT Cardi's favor.
I think you're right. I mean, with 5 live clones on point, which is not something we get to see every day, it's going to be difficult. Now, on the other side, though, Artie and CD both have, I think, 2 health between the two of them, and now they're down to 1, as they were very low on both of their 2s. But it looks like CD was able to hide out very well and then gets taken out very quickly onto point. The Rambo with a heavy advantage going into this final clone.
Yeah, I don't even know what to do with 1 or 2 HP. It's just the moment you get spotted, you get taken down.
Your only hope is really to
Oh
get
no.
shots on people who are not looking at you. Oh,
All 4 are alive.
all 4 threes are alive, so we get one red clone taken out almost immediately. The only one left over there is, oh no, he looks like he was taken out on
He's
CD
gone
as
now.
well. So as long as Rambo can play this correctly, they should be able to clean up every single clone and take this point with ease. And there you have it. All the 3. Oh no.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
there's a 1. Oh, he cleaned it up. That was
I thought he was going to live for a moment. That would have been the most hilarious OT.
Just having Artie's 1 sneak on once again would be a beautiful shot. But no, it looks like the Karamba are able to close it out with a 3-1 win.
But unfortunately for TNT Cardi, I think Artie just got taken down way too quick at the end. He had little to no health as he was on top of the point. And once he got taken down, it became up to CD. But Karamba was just all over CD. Full on rushed him, tried to figure out exactly where he is. And they caught CD by surprise. And then he got taken down right away.
You're exactly right. You're exactly right.
And with that,
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say we're gonna go on to our next match, but if you got anything else to add on.
No, I was actually gonna say I'm trying to figure out on what that next game is. I'm excited to get to it.
I believe it is. You know what? I gotta scroll up here. You talk too much, Peanut. It is Darth and Jay versus CD and Artie. So we're gonna see the return of JD versus TNT Cardi and see how these 2 matchups are gonna play out.
All right.
So with that, guys, we'll be right back as we head into the next match.